Friday night came faster than Deborah expected. She sat at her dressing table, her heart hammering as she stared at her reflection. Normally, her clothes were chosen with her mother's approval: ankle-length skirts, modest blouses, nothing that would make a choir member raise an eyebrow. But tonight, folded neatly on the bed, was the outfit Chika had smuggled in earlier: a short black dress with thin straps, paired with glittering heels. Deborah touched the fabric as if it were fire. "God forgive me," she whispered, even as she slipped the dress on her body. Her reflection startled her. She didn't look like Pastor Samuel's daughter anymore. She looked like one of those Lagos girls she had always envied but pretended to disapprove of. The kind who walked into a room and left whispers behind. A horn blared outside Chika. Deborah tiptoed downstairs, clutching a hoodie over her outfit. The mansion was quiet. Her parents were in the prayer room, voices faintly echoing with hymns. Guilt pressed on her chest, but adrenaline drowned it out. Outside, Chika leaned against a bold taxi, wearing a sequined top and ripped jeans. "Babe, see you now. Lagos go fear tonight," she shouted, eyes sparkling. "Shh," Deborah hissed, sliding into the back seat quickly. The ride to Victoria Island felt like a dream. Neon lights flashed across the street. Hawkers shouted, and Afrobeat bars boomed from passing cars. Deborah's pulse synced with the rhythm. When they arrived, Deborah's mouth fell open. Club Villa didn't even look like a club from outside. It was just a plain building with no signboards. Only a black door guarded by bouncers the size of refrigerators. A line of flashy cars was parked nearby: G-Wagon, Range Rovers, even a Bentley. Chika grabbed her hand. "No shaking, babe. Remember, na mask night. Nobody go know us." At the entrance, they were handed sleek black masks that covered half their faces. Deborah slipped hers on, and instantly, it felt like she had shed her old identity. Inside, the world changed. The baseline of Burna Boy's latest track took the walls. Purple and red lights flashed across the dance floor, where bodies moved like they had no tomorrow. The air smelled of perfume, sweat, and expensive champagne. Waiters glided around with trays of drinks that sparkled like liquid fire. Deborah froze at the edge of the dance floor, overwhelmed. Chika nudged her. "Debbie, welcome to Lagos nightlife." She raised her hand, screaming with the music, and disappeared into the crowd. Deborah hesitated, clutching her phone in her tiny purse. Her father's voice echoed in her mind: "Flee from temptation." But then, someone grabbed her hand. A tall guy in a fitted black shirt, mask tilted just enough to show a playful smirk. His cologne was wrapped around her, warm and dangerous. "You look like trouble," he said into her ear, his voice smooth. Deborah's breath caught. For a moment she wanted to run, but instead, she found herself smiling a real smile, the kind she hadn't worn in years. The music rose, and before she knew it, she was on the dance floor, moving, laughing, free. She threw her head back, hair whipping under the strobe light, and for once she wasn't Pastor Samuel's daughter. She was just Deborah, but in Lagos, freedom always came with a price, and somewhere in that crowd, a phone camera was already pointing in her direction. Hi everyone, thank you for listening to our stories this far. We know you enjoy our stories very much. Please do well to subscribe, leave a like, if possible share to your friends, because this helps us to know the type of stories to put out there and to know if our story is worthy of the listeners. Thank you very much. The church bell rang at 5 a.m. sharp, and merciless dragging Deborah out of a shallow sleep. Her head pounded not from alcohol. She had barely sipped her champagne, but from the memory of flashing lights, pounding music, and the way her body had moved with reckless joy. She sat up quickly, heart racing. The black dress lay crumpled. She sat up quickly, heart racing. The black dress lay crumpled in her laundry basket, hidden under her choir uniform. Her phone blinked with new notification. She hesitated and unlocked it. Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, all flooded with Chika's updates from the night before. Clips of girls in sequins, boys spraying naira nuts in slow motion, snapshots of champagne bottles and sparklers. Deborah scrolled, praying, hoping that her own face wasn't anywhere. Then she saw it. A 30-second clip. The video wasn't clear, just a shaky recording under strobe lights. But there she was, dancing with the tall guy in the mask. Her laughter was unmistakable. The way she tilted her hair, her long braids swaying, that was Deborah, no doubt. Her blood froze. She dropped the phone as if it burned her. Voices floated in from the kitchen downstairs. Her mother humming as she fried plantain. Her father already on a prayer call with elders. Everything sounded normal, holy, peaceful. But Deborah knew her world was about to tilt. Her phone buzzed again. This time, it was a WhatsApp message from Chika. Babe, relax. Nobody go sabi say na you. You wear mask now. Deborah forced herself to breathe. Maybe Chika was right. Maybe it was just a paranoia. But deep down, she knew Lagos never slept. Lagos' eyes saw everything. She hid her phone under the mattress and hurried to dress for morning devotion. Downstairs, her father's voice boomed through the living room. Psalm 51. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Deborah bowed with her head, but her stomach twisted with guilt. Halfway through the prayer, her phone buzzed again in her pocket. A notification banner flashed. Unknown number sent you a video. Her hands trembled. She didn't dare open it, but her heart whispered. She had already feared someone new. Hi everyone, thank you for listening to our stories this far. We know you enjoy our stories very much. Please do well to subscribe, leave a like, if possible share to your friends, because this helps us to know the type of stories to put out there and to know if our story is worthy of the listeners. Thank you very much.